this reading is going to be messages from Archangel Michael. This is his statue. We'll stick you right there. Okay, fine, right there. Alright. Anyways. Oh, you want to face them? Okay. You good? He's good. Okay. Pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. I wanted to do 3. He wants to do 4, so we'll get into it. Number 1. Messages from Archangel Michael. Don't settle. I have cups. We'll do 4 cards. There's all 4 right there. Okay, perfect. We have practice gratitude, 9 of cups. Let's see. 9 of wands, time to fight for it. Oh, you actually got 5. Adjust. Alright, and then let it go and rest for solution. 4 swords. No, not 4 swords. Yeah, it is 4 swords. So weird. I knew it was 4 swords and then that was weird. Maybe you're going through a time where you see something and maybe the answer's right in front of you, but it's like you don't see it. Do what feels best for you, the Lovers. This is clearly about relationships, but I feel like it's a relationship with self. I feel like you don't see how beautiful you are, how much you've done, and that it's time for you to take a rest from just kind of trying to win in life, trying to fight in life, trying to just go is really what I'm getting. Have courage to stand up. 7 of wands. Yeah. He says all you do is go all day long and it's like you rest for like maybe 5 minutes. So it means you're kind of like me. My spiritual family all this week is like, take the week off, and what do? Post like 10 dance videos on TikTok and post long lectures that are like an hour long and constant tarot reads. But this is actually less than what I normally do, so go figure. Plus, I have a full-time job. Plus, whatever side crap I choose to do. Anyway, basically, you are very busy, like myself, and you might struggle in relationship with self in chilling out, okay? So, I was gonna get your advice, but I'll just ask him, what's their advice? He said if you could just relax and chill for like 1 day, that would be good. He said that goes for me too. I had to work out and stuff, though. He says, no, you don't. You do that every day anyway. Okay. So, our advice is try not to do anything for 1 day. Nothing? He says nothing. Absolutely. We have jobs. Okay. He's like, that's nice. On a day when you're not working that job, don't do anything. You gotta make food. He's telling me don't be catty. Okay. Just saying. I'm ADD. It's like, I get distracted. I forget to rest. It's like, that's not an excuse. Okay. Anyway, you are to, on your day off, rest. And I'm supposed to take that advice as well. So you're being asked not to go. Okay. The things you want, they'll come, but you have to give them space. And you're so busy doing and pushing and stretching yourself out. You're going to have the time, effort, and energy for the things you're calling in. Are that makes sense. He said, yeah. Duh. For anyone who thinks angels are like super pure in their words, you're wrong. I'm talking like Uriel. Uriel and Michael are mostly the ones who will be a bit snappish sometimes. Although they might not like that. I say that, but it's like Raphael is pretty chill. Gabriel is super quiet and like stoic. But this is about Michael, he says. So back to Michael. Anyway, number 1, time to pick a day to chill. Okay, don't do nothing. He's like, you can move if you want, but if you move too much, you won't make space for the things you want. You have to make space. Space means time, effort, energy. So that's your reading, number 1. Many blessings. Number 2, what are your messages from Archangel Michael? We'll get 5 just like the last one. Archangel Michael. I almost said Raphael. You might be connected to Archangel Raphael already. Number 5, I think that is. Hierophant. Are your beliefs right for you? Someone's trying to make you go against your beliefs. And he says you're wavering a little and you should stop that. Heal and forgive. 3 of Swords. He says, you know this person's only gonna break your heart, so you might as well just rip that relationship apart. They rhymed. Okay. He's got swagger. Yes, he do. He got swagger. He's an angel, too. 10 of Swords. Learn to create a better future. I mean, man, this person's been sticking all these swords in you and stabbing the hell out of you. Why are you even with them? He says it's a love thing. You should know. Yeah, you're right. I can't say anything. I've done the same thing. When it comes to love, some of us are sometimes a sacrificial lamb to our own detriment. However, I have learned my lesson in a lot of ways. But everyone still has lessons to learn. You too. Everyone has their own truth. Knight of Swords. Stick to your truth, not the truth these people are trying to sell you. Okay, that's what he says right off the bat. Step back to figure it out. 6 of Swords. I know this card by heart. Time to move away from these nasty basties. He said don't use that language. No, you didn't just say that to me. I know what kind of language you use sometimes. You said okay. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. I bet I look like a crazy person talking to a statue. It's Archangel Michael, you guys. He can get in a statue or whatever. And then 8 of Cups, listen to your heart. I'm hearing that song. Listen to your heart. Instead of when he's calling for you, it's when it's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. Only he's saying you know where you want to go and you know why. So why do you let this person constantly give you some sad, sappy alibi? He says you know they're lying. You know it's not true. He says, why do you bother with people who won't bother with you? That all rhymed. Oh, you're good with words, man. You're good with words. Okay, that could be a song. Sorry, I got distracted. ADD. So, do the people in your life match up with your goals? Do they want the same things you want? If the answer is no, throw your ego away. Realize you don't need them in your life to feel happy, and that if you're not happy alone, you should figure out why you don't love yourself so much, or why do you dislike yourself so much that you would have something to do with people you know are going to literally push you in front of a bus so you can get run over, just for them to be like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, that's basically what's happening to you. And I would say, I'm so sorry you're going through that, but apparently you're doing this to yourself on purpose because you don't want to be lonely. I am now getting that song, Lonely, I'm so lonely, I have nobody for my own. Like, it's like you can't spend 5 minutes alone without being like, I'm lonely. Might be a little dramatic. Archangel Michael's a little dramatic. You're a little dramatic, I'm not gonna lie. You're way more dramatic than Uriel. Just want to tell you that. I call Michael the jokester, and Uriel's the one who likes to play tricks. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Spell Michael though, he says. So keep about Michael. Okay, keeping it about Michael. Anyways, if their goals aren't the same as yours, ixnay on the friends A, on the relationships A, make sure they're gone. You want things that make you feel good. Like, one of the reasons why you feel lonely is you always meet people and you stick with people who make you feel lonely. Have you ever considered that? You probably should. Whereas if you hang out with people who make you feel like good about yourself, then you're more likely to feel good about yourself even when they're not there, because you're like, well, even when I don't feel good, they'll support me and help me to feel better. Whereas if you have crappy people around you who make you feel bad about yourself, and you already feel bad about yourself, that's like a whole lot of feeling bad. And I guess you'd rather distract yourself with the misery they give you versus the fact that you're making yourself miserable. Either way is just not healthy, and you should find a better group of people around you. If you say that's impossible, I'm going to tell you you're lying to yourself, and you should stop lying to yourself, because that is not a fact. That is fiction. I don't know why you're telling yourself that story. There are so many different ways to connect with people, whether it be online, in person. Hell, go to book club. I even am part of an online book club. I never go because I don't have time, but I always look at what books they're discussing. Anyways, number 2, stop being around people who are bad for you, is his message to you. Many blessings. Number 2, this was your reading. And number 3. Number 3, what are your messages from Michael? Oh, you gave them more than everyone else. He said take it. Okay. Go for a test run. For you, he's saying right off the bat, you have a tendency to just run with things, and you're very impulsive versus thinking them through. Stop thinking and do it already. Judgment. It's like you judge yourself before you even do things. Like, it's almost like you have a fear of being lazy. I would say you're like number 1, where they're always going, but you just do it so you won't get bored, whereas they're like trying to accomplish and take over the world. So you might be like me, you might be ADD, you don't like to sit still. He said, no, it's not that. You're trying to distract yourself from things that don't serve you, that you're doing. Oh, okay. It's like what's it called? Not a defense mechanism, coping mechanism, thank you. Don't settle, Knight of Cups. You said don't settle for things that you know aren't good for you. Like, apparently you like to put yourself under stress to like distract yourself and like your brain from the things that actually matter. That's really harsh. He says it's true. Okay. Time to fight for it. 9 of Wands. I feel like your thoughts race more than what it is you do, though. I feel like your mind takes more action than your actual physical body. You said good job on picking up on that. Oh, thanks, fam. Start a new journey. Page of Wands. It's almost like you don't know how to be in stillness. I mean, I'm not good at meditating, so I do like guided ones, and even then I get distracted. So sometimes I'll just listen to music and stare out the window. So that could be helpful for you. I mean, you can fidget around and move, but he says you need to learn how to be more still so you can listen to your body more. He says you're kind of destroying your body with the way that you're pushing it. You can do it, the magician. He says you think you can manifest things or like you're a master manifester, but if that were true, your life wouldn't be a hot mess. Really? A hot mess? You gotta go there with that? Alright, whatever. An angel, not me. Accept your gift. The Six of Cups. He says you're not giving to yourself. Your relationships aren't giving to you. You're literally running around like a chicken with your head cut off with no goal. You're harsh, man. You feisty. What's your problem? You said no problem. It's just someone's got to deliver the messages and look who's talking. Okay. I got you. Okay. Makes sense. He's right. I'm all about the truth, whether it's good, bad, ugly. Here's the thing. Running around from place to place, thinking it's going to get you somewhere, it's not really going to get you anywhere if you don't have a goal. First, create a goal. Do they have goals? He said yes, but they're little baby ones. He said you need one big goal and then create little baby goals to make the big goal happen. Sorry about that. We argued for like a minute in my head. I was like, what is that? Some preschool mumbo jumbo. And he's like, you went to preschool, you should remember. Anyway, I do remember preschool, not gonna lie. Even that kid who hit my head in the chair a million times. Anyway, that's another story. My teacher didn't care. Maybe you just kind of feel like at this point you are banging your head repeatedly against a wall and it's not getting you anywhere, but you think it's going to get you somewhere. Like if you bang your head enough times, something will click in your brain and you'll open a portal to a new world. It doesn't work like that. I don't know why I was given that analogy, but it's like, it's almost as if you think if you move enough and do enough random things, something's got to happen. That's not the way it works. You have to have an intention that you set so that way your angels can like guide you towards it. So your spiritual family can be like, okay, this is your main goal. Let's help you towards that goal. But if you like, you might think you have a goal, like, oh, I want to save up $50. Like, that's not a real goal, no offense. Because you can make like $50 in a day doing a good amount of things, actually. Offer to like go schlep somebody's stuff or help them move or pack or go take care of a relative. Who knows? If your relative shit, you never know. I'm just really getting that like your family never taught you how to set goals for yourself. They're kind of the same way. They just kind of do a lot of things and hope for the best. He says you're so much more capable than you believe, but you have to believe the things you're capable of in order to achieve them. Oh, you're getting nice now. Fine. Sassy. You're sassy today. What's up with you? Just this reading, mostly. The other ones, he wasn't as sassy. I think your angels are a little fed up with you, to be honest. Because it's like you ask for help with certain things, but you don't work towards those certain things. Like, let's say you want to meet a brand new love. You have to actually go out and meet people or talk to them. Not just manifest and sit quietly. It's one thing if you're working on self-love, but I don't think that's your case. I think you have like a big career goal But you're not doing things towards that career. It's like you're stuck in a career you don't want, and you're doing so many things for that career. And then if you have some time, you think about the career you really want, but you're not actually doing anything towards it. And they want you to at least do one thing each day towards it. And he doesn't want like 5 minutes, like dedicate a solid hour. I just got a headline thing. So I'm going to say that's a confirmation. He said, yeah, that's a confirmation. Okay. So spend an hour every day working towards your goal. He said he doesn't care how big or how small. It's just the intention. They need to see the effort. He said we could hand it to you, but what would be the point if you don't even understand how this works? So it's not that you can't be a manifester, but first you have to decide what it is you manifest and then work towards it for at least 1 hour every day. He keeps stressing 1 hour every day, at least 1 hour. Okay. You good? He said he's good. Okay. Anyways, so create a big goal and create like 10 mini goals. He says more like 8. 10's a bit much. Okay, 8. 8's the number of abundance. Nice. 10 is the number of completing a cycle. But he doesn't really care. His name is Michael. Work towards your goal, your one big goal. Try to accomplish mini goals. Take one small step each day. Like if you want to be an accountant, practice numbers for an hour every day. Just play with numbers because you can. That's setting the intention. You like numbers. You enjoy working with them. You see what I mean? Just like something related to your goal to show them that you actually do want it. Because it's one thing to wish upon a star. It's one thing to ask, believe, and receive, but you not working towards it means you don't really believe you can achieve it. And this life is not about just handing you everything, because then you'll just be asked to be handed everything and you won't appreciate it. Coming from someone who was a really bratty child and now is a very humble adult. Trust me on that. The universe will humble you if you don't humble yourself. Just saying. Alright. I wonder why I wanted to move my hair all of a sudden. That was weird. Maybe you're messing with your hair. Who knows? Maybe you want to change your style, but you don't know what you want it to be. Look through pictures, videos, magazines. I'm kind of getting from this energy, you need to kind of figure out who you want to be, where you want to go. Find a role model you can look up to. See how they started in their career, in their life. Someone who does the same thing you want to do. If there's no one who's ever done it before, imagine a role model, okay? Make up an imaginary role model. Write down everything about them, what they look like, what they do, how they do it, what you envision as the dream you. Start with that and then go from there. What do they wear? What do they look like? How do they style their hair? If they have the hair, if they're bald, do they make their bald head shiny or do they just leave it the same? And I say this with a purpose because I've had bald teachers and some of them like their head really, really shiny, like Mr. Clean, and then some of them just kind of leave it as is. So you could be bald, who knows? Imagine your dream self and work towards it, essentially. This is your reading, number 3. Many blessings. Number 4, your messages from Archangel Michael. I'm going to go ahead and tell you straight up before your reading. I heard dun 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 dun, like wedding bells. It said self-marriage. Alright, what are your messages for number 5? You're connected to your angels already, straight up. Because he's just coming right out with it. Teamwork is best for your goals. 3 of Pentacles. He says you've been working in secret and you've been doing a good job. However, you slip up now and then and people send bad energy your way. He says now is the best time for quiet, like self-reflection, but you're not reflecting, simply observing those around you. And you will learn the energies that which you wish to deceive. They didn't want me to get that out. You're a channeler. I know this because I'm deeply channeling right now. I'm deeply channeling so much I can barely see this card in front of me. Woo! You know, like that out-of-body experience? That happens sometimes. Embrace your rewards, the world. You sense and you know something good is coming in. You're trusting, you're believing, you're having faith. However, don't tell anyone anything. Tell no one nothing. Tell everyone nothing. He said, when you have nothingness within your mind, there is no energy to feed on. Even when you think around people, they feed upon the energy within your very mind. They're trying to give you mental blocks for these people, but he says it's hard to do when you're constantly thinking. It's not that you are an overthinker, simply an overachiever. You're always trying to be 10 steps ahead, but sometimes stillness, sometimes doing nothing is the best resource. Quiet your mind. So if you've been getting readings about meditating, this is why. Learn to create a better future. 10 of Swords. He said you've dropped all these burdens. He said you've dropped away so much, but some people still try to throw swords within you mentally. If you find yourself thinking negative thoughts all of a sudden, you are to do what I do. Say, I return all this that isn't mine to sender, to origin, and for it to never come back to me again, for it is theirs, not mine to carry. I always say that. I used to just say return to sender. It's not always the sender that does it. So I always say return to sender, return to origin. He definitely wants you to know that. Be proud of yourself. 9 of Pentacles. I almost wanted to say 8. You skipped from 8 to 9 of Pentacles. Expect to skip from 9 to 10 of Pentacles in a day's time. You'll know. You'll feel the vibration from within. You've done all the work. You've planted all your seeds. However, you need a still mind. He said 1 hour of meditation or just 15 minutes would at least suffice. He says he knows you're bad at meditating like me, so. Here's a good idea. He says no. Okay, never mind. It's not a good idea. I take it back. Listen to yourself only, the Hermit. Keep things to yourself, literally. Tell no one. And then you have Knight of Wands. Reach for your prize. In 2 days' time, he said you can expect a reward. But he says stillness and quiet. At least 15 minutes a day. He says he doesn't care if you nap or whatever. Just, if you can even take a nap, just as long as you try for stillness. He says if there's never any stillness, it is just others trying to reach your mind. Reach past them to the stillness. He says sometimes you have trouble still acknowledging which thoughts are yours and which aren't. You do eventually acknowledge this. It just takes you a little bit of time. He says you're not slow. It's just literally so many people in your energy. He says you work in a public field involving multiple people. So he says people purposely try to embed their energy upon you, my sweet angel. He said your light is a pure one in which others dive in deeply to stay ignorant, to ignore their darkness. For you transmute so easily and so beautifully, as you are an angel yourself. Do not doubt your abilities. Do not doubt your knowledge, even when sometimes your knowledge does not make sense. That is you. That is many other realms intertwining into you. He's saying something else that I can't make out. It's a different language. He wants me to say it, but I feel stupid saying it, so I'm not going to. Alright, he asked nicely. Tell me if I say it wrong. Egluen. Egluen. Run. He says that the last part wrong. The last one's hard. Eklarhafrim. He said you'll know what it means. One more. Nakashashta. He said I butchered it, but close enough. Nakashashta. Something like that. Anyways. It'll translate to something inside your brain, apparently. When I channel, sometimes it makes me nervous. He says it makes you nervous too. Don't be nervous and don't doubt yourself just because you've never heard someone say it before or someone do it before. The messages are meant to be through you because you're at a different level than them, okay? Okay. Anything else? He said you really should be proud of yourself for how far you've come. And even when others try to lower you or make you lower your standards, you don't back down. You don't stand down. You actually stand up taller because you know they wouldn't fight so hard to fight you if it wasn't worth fighting for. They're proud of you for fighting. They're proud of you for standing. They're proud of you for being proud. Now I'm hearing "Say it loud, say it proud" by James Brown. That's his name. I was about to ask what his name was, and they were like, James Brown, how do you not know? And I'm like, I'm channeling, it's hard. Basically, as a channeler, my mind goes empty. It goes blank. I never remember any of my channeling, so I always have to write it down or record it. If you're as connected as me, you might be the same. If you are, for those of you in this category, he says to write it down, to record it. He said, should they see it, they wouldn't understand it anyway. They're not you. So maybe you write a certain way. He said you're a translator of the kind. So be kind to yourself. You are unique and special for a reason. Although you may not always understand what you write, your soul can see it. Interesting. So you're being asked to do 15 minutes every day of quietness, of stillness. Keep working on recognizing when others' thoughts, energies aren't yours. Keep things to yourself and write them down if you must, to remember. Anything else? He said, don't forget to tell them they've done a jolly good job. I will tell you, you must be special to the angelic realms because he's been very sassy for each reading. But with you, he's very calm. And he's very serious. It's very rare he gets serious. Usually he is a jokester. So this must be important. So please don't second guess yourself. They don't. Try to believe in yourself the way your angels do. He says you doubt too much, too many times, and it's just silly at this point. Any other messages? Good teamwork. He says, keep following the path. You're well on your way, and get ready for your rewards. He said reward, and then he said rewards. So some of you it's a really big one. Some of you it's a bunch of baby ones. But either way, you'll know what they are. You asked them for them. Did you specifically say his name? No, but he did hear you. Just letting you know, he heard you. Have hope, it is coming, he says. These are your messages. I almost said number 3. I'm getting kind of dizzy if I'm honest. These are your messages. Number 4, many blessings. Many blessings to all. And I hope you enjoyed these messages. We hope you enjoyed these angel messages. Better? Okay. Till next time.